How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. It's been a couple days since I've been here in Dallas. Been running around like crazy doing a bunch of random things. Today and tomorrow I finally have the opportunity to film some videos, so we're gonna go out and do that. Since I'm in Dallas, there's more cars here, there's more opportunity for me to find some potential new cars I could replace the Mustang with. And currently what we're gonna try to do is look at a Gt500 that potentially I might be able to trade my cars in for. And yes, I said cars as in a plural. I am trying to sell the BMW. I did say this last year that I would potentially be selling some cars, so I'm trying to sell the BMW, and if the BMW does sell, I have the opportunity to trade the Mustang in and use the money I got from the BMW to trade up to a higher car. Now the problem is the Mustang is my daily, but we also have the Bronco on the way, and I feel like I could trade both of these cars in for a ZL1 1LE or potentially even a GT500. I would love to get the GT500, but it's a little bit more expensive than the ZL1 1LE is, and they're also really hard to come by. I want a 2022, but let's go check a GT500 out and see if it's something I can potentially get in the next year or so. We also have the C8, so that's another thing to keep in mind, but if I can sell both of my cars, I might be able to upgrade. So let's go and see if we can find ourselves a GT500 tonight. So there's a Gt500 out there. I was hoping to talk to someone, but it looks like everyone's either busy or gone at this time. I believe they're asking like 90-something thousand, which is over sticker. It's used. It almost has 2,000 miles on it, I believe. I would not buy this specific one, but I just thought it'd be cool to come out and take a look at a 500, kind of see what's out here. They're a little bit more expensive than I remember them being from last year. I mean, it's a pretty good looking car. This one looks like ruby red with some black stripes. I'm not gonna get out. I just took a look at it. But is this something I should potentially upgrade to? Maybe. Tomorrow I'm gonna call up some dealers and maybe see if we can get a test drive or get a little bit of startup and drive around in it. I was gonna see if I could do that right now, but it looks like they're closed. But it looks like some other dealerships. Let's go take a look at what they got and everything like that. During the day tomorrow, I'm gonna go around as well, try to find a ZL1 1LE. That'll probably be a future video where I show you guys that, but this video is going to be about the GT500. Let's see if we can find one tomorrow that potentially we can record and maybe even test drive. I really want to get behind the wheel of a 500 and the wheel of a ZL1 1LE. They expect a lot of people to come and want to test drive and joyride the car, and that's why they probably won't let most people, or literally anyone, unless they're talking about the numbers, and then they'll let someone go out, if that, which is kind of a pain because I really would love the opportunity to drive a 500 and drive a ZL1 1LE and like really experience one on the road for 5, 10, 15 minutes. The guy can sit next to me for all I care. I just want to get behind the wheel and feel the cars, because there's definitely a difference. I've driven the 350. The 350 is on a different level than the GT is, and I'm sure the 500 is on a completely different level than that one even is. I've never experienced a Camaro. Maybe we're gonna have to go out and tomorrow and take a test drive in a SS or a 1LT or whatever it is. I forget what the exact Camaro specifications are, but maybe we'll have to go out and drive a Camaro and then also go take out a ZL1 1LE, because I think I can get access to that. I'd also love to get a test drive in a C8. I think it would be really cool to experience a C8 before I get my Z06, so I can kind of know the differences, kind of know what to expect when the C8 does come. We decided to stop at the Lamborghini service center. They have this beautiful SVJ. I thought I'd just come drop by, see what's going on. That one looks like an older Aventador, first generation. Doesn't look like an S or anything like that. This is a matte white Aventador SVJ. These things are sick. Under the $1 million mark, there's a lot of cars you can buy, but this car has gone significantly up in value, and I mean, I can see why. That car is probably around 350K, 400. Definitely one of the best cars in my opinion in that price range. You can probably buy a McLaren, but it's a V12 and it sounds amazing. These cars in person look so mean, especially that black one in the back. Looks like the Batmobile. Alright, so we're back at home. It's been a little bit since I recorded that. A lot of traveling and stuff going on. But let's talk about the logistics between buying a GT500 or even potentially upgrading. Buying a GT500, I would have to sell the BMW. I would also have to trade the Mustang in at this current time in order to afford a GT500, and even then still coming a little short, because I would probably be $40,000 down. A GT500 is like $90K or something, so we're still like $50,000 in payments. It's a possibility, but I would definitely have to sell both cars. BMW is for sale. There's going to be a little bit more to come in future videos about that. I am trying to sell it, and I'll tell you the reasons why and everything behind it, because I did say I was going to keep it for a while, but I think it's a good time to sell the car. It is winter in Wisconsin right now, so it's going to be a little hard to sell it, but it's for sale. If anyone's interested, DM me on Instagram. G500 is not the only car I'm open to trading the Mustang in for. There are potentially some other cars like a Camaro ZL11LE. I did drive a Camaro SS. I'll play that clip after this one, but the Mustang is just like holding value for the most part. I'm losing very minimum when it comes to trading that car in right now, especially after about 11 to 12,000 miles or so. So yeah, that's kind of like where I'm at right now. I'll let you guys enjoy the rest of this video. Let me know what you guys think about trading the Mustang and potentially for something else. I did say I was going to sell a Mustang a while ago, but now I'm thinking if I can upgrade to something else and maybe even sell the BMW in the process, that might be pretty cool. More to come on everything about selling the BMW, because regardless if I trade the Mustang in or not, I think I'm going to end up selling it. Today, I'm going to go check out a 2019 Camaro SS. I believe it's a 1SS, so it has the base interior. I don't have too much experience with Camaros or Chevys. I have never been in a Camaro, never driven a Camaro. So hopefully today I get my first experience behind the wheel. Very interested to see how the car performs compared to the Mustang. If it's a consideration, maybe in the future or near future, if I do end up trading my Mustang, maybe a Camaro is in order. I'm not the biggest fan of how the new ones look, but a ZL11LE, like I said in the previous video where we checked out the GT500s, is a high consideration on my list. I want to drive a SS to start off to see if it's even something I would like. I've heard really bad things about the blind spots, and I also have heard some good things about the transmissions because they are the Tremix, I believe. I'm test driving a manual, so that's one of the things I definitely want to go and check out as well. This right here is the car we're gonna go check out. It's a black on black Camaro, pretty basic specification, nothing too special. I don't actually mind the way this one looks with all black out, so let's go check it out and potentially take it out for a test drive, hear how it sounds, and see if this is something I can be interested in the future. All right, we're currently at the dealership. I'm not gonna bring my phone or anything. We are at a Nissan dealership though, and that's where the Camaro is. I'm not gonna bring the camera in, and we're just gonna go check it out. I just honestly want to check it out for myself, and I thought I'd just bring you guys along. I'm especially interested with the manual transmissions, so let's go inside and I'll go talk to them and maybe bring the camera out. If not, I'll keep you guys in here and we get a couple clips, get a couple shots of the Camaro, and then come back, recap, and tell you guys what I think. All right, just got done driving the Camaro. Compared to the Mustang, the Camaro just did not have the features. It did not have like anything worthwhile that I would want to trade for. Even driving wise, it didn't drive very nicely. It just felt cheaper than the Mustang in every single scenario. The way it shifted, the clutch, the everything, just honestly could not justify trading in unless it was for cheaper. But the Camaros, I guess, are just worth more money in the market right now than what this car is worth, which is unfortunate. Impressions after the Camaro, had a little bit of time to think, got back in the Mustang, drove the Mustang. The Camaro is more expensive than the Mustang is. Even right now, the Camaro is more expensive than a similar Mustang to me would be. After driving the Camaro, I do not see the appeal of a Camaro SS or even the 2SS with some leather seats and ventilated seats and stuff like that. I drove a 1SS. It was a lot more basic than I thought it would be. It still had a bigger screen, Apple CarPlay, so it wasn't quite the base Mustang level, but I you know, I expected the car to drive a little bit better. I expected that premium price that they're asking for a base model to have some, you know, maybe a better transmission feel, clutch feel, steering feel, more exciting of a car. It was much more tame than the Mustang. It was quieter than a stock Mustang. I did not like how the car shifted. It like crunched into every gear. Like the Mustang kind of smooth. It has its issues with the MT82, but the Camaro just felt like a toy. Like it just felt very plasticky. It was just not an enjoyable experience for the price. No heated seats, no ventilated seats, cloth seats. The clutch was basically like plasticky, like it was a plastic pedal. The steering did have a pretty good feel to it. It was kind of heavy. The car did have some power to it, but I just didn't hear the car, so it didn't feel as exciting as the Mustang did even when it was stock. I'm gonna have to put this video on a pause, however. Maybe the 2SS is better. Maybe the performance packs are better. Maybe the ZL1 1LE is better. I've heard very good things about that car, and I very much like to experience more before I formulate an opinion and say that I do not like Camaros whatsoever. As far as blind spots go, the Camaro felt a little bit tighter, but it's not that bad, you know. I never backed the car. I did back the car up, actually. There was a reverse camera, so it wasn't horrible. I wouldn't buy that car over this car. I would definitely, if I had about 40K, I would not even think twice about going to the Camaro, especially because it's more expensive for so much less. Sure, it's a couple horsepower faster. At the end of the day, that really doesn't matter. Your opinions, your thoughts, any people who own Camaros, maybe you can pitch in a little bit and maybe help me understand why I didn't like what I was driving. It was 1SS Camaro 2019. It just didn't feel nice to drive at all. I'm not gonna say that all the Camaros are gonna be like that, but if you did enjoy this video, again, leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.